Across the Midwest this winter, the weather has been frightfully cold. Temperatures 20 below zero, 40 below zero wind chills. Well, what does that mean for our vehicles? Now, this is a Sprinter. This is the Roadtrek E-Trek, and it's a Sprinter. And if you have a Sprinter, I've got some advice. We took it to Hoekstra Transportation. That's one of the largest Sprinter dealers in the Midwest. And here's what you need to know about starting your Sprinter vehicle when it's that cold.
Right above the check engine light, it turns on right there.
Oh yeah,
okay.
A little curly Q there.
A little curly pigtail we call it. And that just is doing its cycle of turning them on, and it takes the coolant temperature sensor and it reads the coolant to tell it how long it turns on. If it's colder, the pigtails will stay on longer until it heats up to where it needs to be, and then you can go ahead and continue to start the vehicle. If it's severely cold out, we suggest cycle the key a couple times. Turn the key on, let the pigtails come on till they go out, turn the key back off, turn the key back on, let them turn back on. And what that does is that extra heat that the glow plugs are creating is heating the whole cylinder up. This is the glow plug here. What it does is that it sends power through here. It's threaded into the engine, which is the ground for it. And then there's a steel cable inside this that travels all the way down to the end here. And when you supply power to it, this gets cherry red hot. And this is down inside the engine, and it sits right above the combustion chamber. And as the fuel comes into the engine, the piston comes up and combusts that. Because it's so cold, it won't fire. So that's where the glow plug comes in. It cherry red when it's cold out, that fuel comes in, and as it combusts, it hits that cherry red spot and ignites, starts the unit. It's just a matter of, you know, building the heat up so that the fuel can ignite. When it's so cold, it doesn't want to ignite on its own, so you got to help it along.
No problem letting the engine idle?
No, I mean, if you're gonna drive it within, 15, 20, 30 minutes, within an hour, it's okay to let it warm up, idle.
What about just letting it idle, warm up, and then turn it off?
What that tends to do is it doesn't warm the engine up hot enough, so it creates condensation. Condensation is not good for these. You'll see on short little drives with not getting warm enough, if you take your oil fill cap off, you look on the inside, it'll be like a white milky residue, and that's basically the engine holding all that condensation because it's not getting warm enough to build and get the moisture out.
So it's okay to run it for up to an hour, but you want to then drive it afterwards.
Yep. You always want to get it up to operating temperature, and get it warmed up, get everything flowing, get the oils warm, the fuel's warm, because the fuel system on this cycles through and returns fuel that's unused. So what it's doing is it's heating the fuel up to get it to pre-actuation on its way in. So always getting them up to operating temperature, and longer drives is better. Shorter drives is, it'll create condensation to where it can't get rid of the moisture inside the engine.
So the bottom line is, these things run in all kinds of weather. Just a couple of precautions. When it's real cold, you're good to go. Road trekking across North America, reporting from Troy, Michigan. I'm Mike Wendland. Thanks for watching.